Hello, my name is Gloria, and this is my presentation for Science 388 Herpetology. My topic on this is Orochimaru and the presence of snakes in media and the negative effects that it can have. Alright, so reptiles already have a typically bad reputation in the medium. It's often far worse than their counterpart, the amphibians. Every media, from Godzilla down to The Secret Life of Pets, depicts reptiles as the bad guys, the villains. They take on an evil sort of characteristics, and the question here is why? Surely not all of the negativity is warranted. And while reptiles do take a face of negativity in media, snakes arguably take the majority of it. To start off with, where does the fear of snakes come from? The fear may get perpetuated by adults around children when they're growing. It creates a sense of fear around a creature that many already don't have many facts about. It includes caution when growing up, and some studies do seem to point to humans having a bit more awareness of snakes even from an early age. As shown in one study where a few 6-month-old infants were shown more pupil dilation when shown images of snakes rather than when shown flowers or fish. They tended to more frequently pick up which image contained snakes. That study just went on to show that snakes were more easily identified by young infants, which of course leads to early awareness of snakes and snake-like objects. The media portrayal of snakes can also influence the fear of the animal. One character that focuses a negative image towards snakes is Orochimaru from Naruto. Orochimaru is one of the main, if not the main, villain of the Naruto manga and anime series. Orochimaru's appearance is often likened to a snake. He has an uncanny appearance and look to him. He's able to stretch out limbs, slither around, and shed his skin as well. He also has the ability to summon snakes and has an abnormally large tongue, as shown in the image on the right. In Volume 6 of Naruto, Orochimaru manages to bite Sasuke, leaving him with a mark that both hinders his fighting and later enhances it. The mark eventually causes him to seek out more power from Orochimaru in the later series. Also, in Volume 6, a large snake, which Orochimaru controls, manages to swallow and attempt to eat Naruto, which Naruto thwarts it eventually. All of it keeps the focus on how villainous and a bad guy how much of a bad guy Orochimaru is, and by extension how villainous the snake-like traits make him. If anything, the snake-like traits enhance his evilness and give more of a dangerous appearance to him. Naruto isn't the most realistic manga available, but it does aid in that perpetuation of harmful stereotypes of snakes and through the use of Orochimaru's character. The negative stereotype does harm how snakes are viewed by the public. To start off with, snakes can't be controlled and made to attack anyone, no matter how much a snake charmer wants you to believe that they are controlling a snake. And that attack is one that Orochimaru does use several times throughout the Naruto series. In reality, snakes typically only attack and bite in self-defense. Snakes will only bite when in fear, and that's their last option. If they're startled, or you get too close to a snake, that might cause the snake to bite you. Snake bites also don't typically leave strange marks other than the pinpricks from their fangs. Unlike Sasuke's mark, that tends to expand and contract due to his emotions and power as he grows. And on the bottom right image, we see a gif of Orochimaru controlling snakes, and of course, unfortunately, snakes don't contain swords within them. While snakes are able to stretch their jaws to eat a prey, it's doubtful that there is a snake large enough to fit a middle schooler in its mouth, like the snake in the gif above on the top right is trying to do to Naruto. Snakes also use their forked tongue to smell their surroundings, and Orochimaru tends to use his as more of an intimidation factor. It also adds a layer of how uncanny and weird he is. In addition, Orochimaru's tongue is not forked how a normal snake's is. It's longer than most snakes and has more of an appearance of a very elongated human tongue, as you can see by the GIF comparisons on the bottom. In volume 33 of Naruto, Orochimaru is shown shedding his skin and coming away from it slimy. Snakes are often seen as slimy since their scales have a shine to them. In reality, snakes are actually dry to the touch. There's not much slime to them. Orochimaru is also shown to have great speed, and while a common belief is that snakes travel fast, honestly, snakes aren't all that quick. While not all the negativity is warranted, it's easy to see why snakes have been made out to be the bad guy, the villain. Snakes are different to animals we are used to seeing, and given the majority of the media portrayal of snakes is negative, the fear is already at the forefront of our minds when we think of them. The truth is, snakes are probably more scared of you than you are of them. Of the 3,000 plus species, there are only about 300 that are venomous. Even after being bit by a venomous snake, the chances of dying from it are lower than dying from a lightning strike. Snakes already have the misunderstanding and treatment of dangerous, when the case often isn't so. Their portrayal in mainstream media does nothing to help their case. If anything, it helps further focus how dangerous and uncanny they are, when that just perpetuates the fear of the animal and others. Citations.